Hello, everybody,
All right.
and welcome to Perspective, where you have your girl, Pam, and I'm going to give it to you my way.
All right, you got your boy Carlos Mack, always going to give it to you my way on perspective. And who's our esteemed guest today?
It's your boy Blue Marley.
All right.
Definitely finna give it to you my way.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
In the
So,
tradition of perspective.
Oh yeah. Shout out Perspective. I thank y'all for having me on. You know what I'm saying? Love the fact that it was perfect timing, really. I can't even it was really perfect time.
well, I appreciate you coming on, basically at the last minute.
Mhm.
I haven't seen you in forever.
Right?
What are you doing right now? Like, I know you used to be in the music business.
Right.
And so tell us what you're doing right now.
Well, we still in the music business, proud to say. I done surpassed, as they say, I done kept going. You know what I'm saying? I kept going. A lot of
Mhm.
um a lot of my peers, they know me from rapping. I just been a hard, consistent, silent artist for out of Augusta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? It's just always been going, networking, doing my thing, and I feel like my just due came. Shout out to Ugly Money Nietzsche, Ugly Money ENT. They came and signed me as A&R now, A&R slash songwriter. So with the freedom to still be an artist, they still allow me to be an artist. But
Okay.
I did get the deal to be an A&R slash songwriter, one of his top songwriters to be his that. So I'm very proud of that.
Okay, so what kind of songs will you
Sounds
be
good.
singing? I mean for writing. It would it be strictly just rap, or what all will you be doing?
Everything. I write for everybody. I've already been doing it. I write for singers. I've been writing. I mean, I just wrote a country record. It's crazy. I
Okay.
just wrote a country record for an artist. Shout out to Buddy Love. Like, it's starting to go up. That he sent it off to Texas. I didn't even see it coming. It just came out of nowhere. And like they really on the record. They supporting him. They trying to come up with a line dance. I can't give all this business out, but they trying to come up with a
Yeah.
line dance behind there, all
Okay.
kind of all the extras. So
That's right.
So
and
can you tell us the
other artists I've
song?
been writing for.
Can you
What you
tell us
say?
the song? Can you tell us the song?
Nah, I can't do
Damn, we
that
can't
today.
get the exclusive
Oh,
on
we
the
don't have
song.
the
I'm saying,
exclusive.
hey,
Uh,
all I can tell y'all is it's called Trail Ride. Just look out for it. It's a
all right.
country
That's what we'll
record
look
called
out
Trail
for.
Ride.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
with everything, how long have you been in the music business? How long did it take you to get to this spot right here where you are? And do you feel like it's epic? Like it's what you worked hard for?
I know I put in my 10 plus. Come on, I know
Okay.
this. You know what I'm saying? Like I know
Them 10,000 hours, right?
oh yes,
Right.
and darn near years too. Like I done been
The
involved, like for
years too.
real. They're
Okay.
like involved, and to answer the question, yes, I feel like to be honest, like and I ain't tooting my own horn because I had a machine behind me. I had people behind me that believe too. I've had some that started with me that's not here now. You know how it go.
Right.
Right.
Some get amputated, but then you end up with the ones that it's supposed to be. That's supposed to, the glue that's supposed to work. And shout out to Dry Zone, Tony Sue Thomas, like my engineers slash brother slash, all that. Like we all is linked, and it just stuff just started going another route. Like everything I did led up to this point, and I feel like I don't regret none of it. I wish if I changed anything, it probably wouldn't be what it is now. I had to go through the stuff I went through, the ups and downs, some of the deals that I had. I didn't realize what I had at the time. I had to go through the
Oh man.
motions. I
That's
had
a
to go
whole
through
nother
all.
episode. That's a whole nother
Oh yeah,
episode.
yeah, whole nother episode. But I do feel it's worth it. Like of course it's worth it. Like I'm in a position now where I can bless my bros. I could bless artists. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bigger than rap now. It's bigger than me. I've been working for that actual, to get in that actual position to be able to bless the serious artists, the artists that really want this and get it and come in with their whole package. Like, come on, bro, put me in a position. Now I'm in a
Right.
position to do that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you a question because I haven't been knowing you for as long as Carlos may have been knowing you, but I've been knowing you for a while now, and we've had conversations, and you've always seemed to be very humble and driven to be successful. So where did you get that drive from?
Man, life. Like, I can't
Right.
even lie to you. Life brought, like, I don't know, when I came from something. Like a lot of people use the poverty story that they got as some of us use it as an excuse.
Right.
Some of, you know what I'm saying? Some of us use our poverty story as our
A
motivation.
motivation.
And that's really what it was for me. Where I came from just pushed me to want more. You know what I'm saying? I started believing. It was old people telling me certain things, and I just let it manifest in my life. I wasn't always I was a knucklehead now, but at the same time, it's just like,
Yeah.
I knew I wanted, I wanted more. I never liked being put in a box. It's just like, even when I do my music, I come from the streets, yeah, but I don't like people labeling me as just a street rapper. I speak
Right.
on
Right.
life, period. You know what I'm saying? People come
Right.
from
Right.
it's just different walks of life, but I speak on everything.
Yeah.
Life itself, because we all experiencing different things every day. It ain't just the streets. I
Right.
travel, I go see stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But that
Mm-hmm.
goes back to what we were saying. I had that ambition in me. Like, I remember, like, the quick story. I remember watching Fred Sanford, the Sanford and Son. No lie about
Okay.
Right.
this. Remember watching Sanford and Son, and they had an episode where him and Lamont was in Hawaii.
Yeah, I
Right.
remember
And
that.
from where I came from, I was like, man, I never see Hawaii. Like, we didn't talk about stuff like Hawaii. What that was like so far, you know what I'm talking about,
Right.
from
I got
what
you.
we was on. But in my mind, something clicked in me, like, I gotta go there one day.
Right.
As a
Sanford and
young
Son.
dude, I was like,
Okay.
man, I gotta go there.
I remember the episode. The mobsters, the gangsters was chasing
You
them
feel
too.
you
Yeah,
feel
I
me?
remember that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
so it just
that.
like life just touched me different. Like, the experiences that I go through and went through, like, it just touched me different. It pushed the ambition button in me. It pushed my motivation button. I really be trying to get out, because I mean, man, come on, man. If this all we got, you gotta gamble on yourself. You gotta go out here and go get it, like, because ain't nobody giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Nobody's giving it to you. You're right. So let me ask you another question, and then Carlos, you want to jump in and ask
Yeah,
a
I was
question
gonna ask
before we
somebody.
get.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, your support system. I'm gonna ask you two questions. Let you answer them. Your support system. How crucial was that? Your circle, and what is all of this that we have on the screen? I'm about to pull some other stuff up. Just explain what each one of these telephone number and Blue Molly, whatever, all of this ugly money, entertainment, whoa. Explain everything that we have on top on
All
the
the
screen.
affiliates, all of
I
them.
got
Yes.
you. I got you. My support system. You said, how big was it to me?
How crucial was it? How
Oh, it was
important
every.
was it?
It was actually. I'm gonna say this, and you know why I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it like this because sometimes people need to hear the truth. They need to hear this. What I'm finna
Right.
say right now. My
Okay.
support system was big, and I think everybody in their life that has a support system, that's a big thing for you if you got it. But I'm gonna keep
Right.
something real with, I'm gonna keep something real with you. Because in this business now, as you continue to go on as an artist, I don't care what you're doing in this business, you gotta have a machine behind you. So eventually you gotta build that. You know what I'm saying? But let me
Right.
be real with you about one thing. You are your support system. And you better realize that in life quick before
Early.
anything. If it ain't nobody but you still better go get it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
you better take your higher power with you and go get it. That's your support system. I don't care what nobody say. At the end of the day, you better
Right.
believe and achieve. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. So that was always me too. I've heard, like, you know how they say, like, sometimes artists, like, we be narcissists. They be trying to say, well, you're a narcissist, but
Right.
to
You
a
got to
certain
get it.
extent, I understood why they say that, because sometimes you gotta be so me.
Right.
I
Right.
get that. You feel me? I see why they
Right.
Right.
say that. But when it comes to the grind, when it comes to the hustle, when it comes to your story,
Right.
You gotta like, come on, man. Like that's one. Even my mama told me that. She said, Blue, if the people around you don't see your vision, they don't need to be around you. So at the end of the day,
Say that
at the
again.
end of the day, you feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
That I had to hone things in to make it about me so I could bless others. If I didn't do that, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be in the position that I am. I had to hear her because she was right. There was a lot of people that was around. They didn't
But
see
see,
my vision.
but on the other note, sometimes nobody can see your vision but you. They
But
can't
you
understand it until it comes to
to the
reality.
light,
But
right?
anyway, I'm gonna let Carlos ask you a few questions.
Yeah, just to piggyback on that, if your vision was easily seen by everybody, everybody be doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you got to have a little bit of confidence in your idea in the first
That's right.
place. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
That's true.
But
And
That's
stand
true.
on it. And you gotta
Say
stand on it.
that
you
Cause
know what I'm
again.
that's
saying?
how I
Like if you
was.
got an
Like,
ingenious idea nobody's ever thought of before,
right,
then why would
right.
you be thinking that other people are going to be on the bandwagon? You have to have a
That's right.
self-motivation. Now,
That's right.
as soon as you get some traction, everybody else will jump on the D. You feel me?
That's
You know
true.
how I go. But
So
You
I
got a
tell people
question
that all
for him?
the time. Like, I can't believe in you more than you believe in you, bro.
right.
Come on
Well,
now.
I mean, you
Don't.
answered
You know what I mean?
you answered it at the beginning when you said your support system had to be you. You had to be your main support system. So
That's right.
So my
but Carlos,
question
do
though,
you have a
yeah,
question?
yeah,
Okay.
my question. I really want to know because I'm really interested. I've only gotten so far in the music business. It's really been on a very low level. That's just making a little money off making beats and producing, etc. I never had the drive to get there, and I blame that on myself. Period. But that
Right.
being said, I've always wondered how it works on a higher level and what it looks like now. Back in the day, for what it looked like, it was a lot of people that didn't look like us that was actually pulling the strings. You talked a
Right.
little bit about contracts that you weren't exactly up on at first until you were in it, had to get out of it. I'm assuming. So my question is, are we getting a little bit more of I don't know how far up you can see. I'm assuming you can see a lot farther than we can. Um, you know, how diverse is it? Are we getting a little bit more smart when it comes to our contracts? Is the word getting around? Because you got artists that, like you said earlier, you made a point also that I love is that they come with the total package. Like nowadays, I mean, you don't need a studio, you don't need a A&R. Because you're supposed to already have that up and running. You're gonna need a little bit of
Right.
training, and I'm assuming that's when you come in to get it a little
Right.
more, you know what I'm saying, fine-tuned. But you better have that
Right.
package together, or them days of getting you out the mud, out the mall.
And see
It's over, right?
that's what it boiled down to now, bro. It's business now. Like,
Right.
I can't lie to nobody. Every aspect of this game now is business. It's two things is gonna happen. And I was telling artists once upon a time, the game now is who you know or what you spending to get to the who you know. That's just what it is. Like
Right.
the
You got to
talent,
get in
I'm
that
telling you,
circle,
the
right?
talent,
You got to get in that circle.
exactly. Talent is really like, it's really a 10% thing now. Like when they used to say it once upon a time, but the
Right.
reason why I say it is because it could be a Joe Blow that's just popular as hell. They gonna overlook your
Right.
rapping ass
Right.
for him. I promise you that. And the same thing with producers, beat makers, anything like that. Popularity beating talent every day. They've made avenues now for you to be able to get on this thing right here. You see what I'm saying? And be somebody.
Make your own show. You should
Exactly.
take millions of dollars in production to do this.
So now it's business. See, now it's like, okay, you want us to spend $3 million, invest these $3 million we got into you. We'll do that. But you as stock, as what you can call yourself as stock, you gotta show us why is it worth investing in you. And it gotta be bigger than, like you said, gotta be bigger than because you could push them keys and give me a hard beat. It gotta be bigger than because you could get on that mic and you could spaz out.
That's
Is
right.
it any business behind you? What makes you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you back in a horse. You back in a somebody that's got to show up. The business part. That ain't got nothing to do with your talent. You showing up
Yeah.
and being there on time and not being too damn lit.
See,
You know what I'm
because look,
saying?
what
Whatever.
people don't get is they can make anybody famous, dog. Like, let's be real with this. They could take and I'm saying what I mean. They could take an average Joe Blow off the street if they want to, put him in the studio, dye his hair, put some tattoos on him,
Oh
put
man,
auto tune on, make him sound like something,
he
write
pulled
him a
that out
song,
my
the whole thing, and create him and
he
make
pulled
him an
that out my
artist. They
head.
could just do that. You feel
He
me?
pulled
So
that.
they don't
He pulled it out of my
your
head.
talent, they really don't need. The talent part comes in when because like, let's say like, oh, you're a golden ticket. If you're, let's say that we found you and you're popular and you're talented, oh my God.
Right. So
That's why
let's
look how many of these street niggas getting signed. Why you think they getting signed? Because they really hot? Boy, stop. These niggas got following. These niggas got niggas in the street jumping with him. They know
got
if I
business.
sign him, it's 50 motherfuckers coming with him. He bringing numbers. It be numbers.
It's an investment.
Right. So
It's an
what
investment. If
about
this nigga go crash out, if he go crash out 2 months later, fuck it, tax write off. It is what it is.
Oh damn.
It's
The
business
artist
now.
get,
It's business. It
damn.
ain't like it used to be.
Artist
Ain't like it
tax
used
right
to
off.
be.
He
Yeah,
flies
so
tax
artists
right
got we'll talk about that too on another.
Okay, do you see the question down here? See the question?
We got
What is the only hold on? What is it that only what is perceived to be negative music? The only music that seems to make it amongst our people. Why is it that only what is perceived to be
we're gonna answer that. We're gonna answer that, but I need you to answer what I was get back to what I said. I was asking you about the higher ups and how it looks and how we looking up there on top. Are we moving up or no?
Now we move. All right, now the contract situation and how it's looking, I'm thinking a lot of people are understanding. They see it better now, because that's why I guess I want to say that's why you getting all these artists signing people and everything else is going on now, because a lot of artists is coming in, producers, everything is realizing like, okay, if I sign a deal with anybody right now, I'm probably taking some type of fucking no matter what. Cause you know what I'm saying? It's almost like if that 360 attached to it, come on, bro. Ain't no getting around. That's life. That's what it is. They're not changing that shit. That's the game. You feel me? Now, artists are getting smarter with a lot of these major independent companies that are coming along, because they know that, you know what I'm saying? If I lock in with them, right, I can still have my independence, but it links me with mainstream people, so I can also get my thing off too with them. You feel me?
Right.
So that's why that's why the companies like ours is so important. So yeah, I think I would say yes to the question that you asked me. Like, we definitely, you know what I'm saying, and put our foot into that perspective now, because that's where so much of the major independent is coming from. You know, it's guys on this major, like as you say, major independent level that's got real money. They got real bags, real business going on behind them, producers and all. You feel me? And they making their own plays, making their way through it, because it can work now.
Right.
Okay.
Now what?
So we got
going
one
back
more
to
question,
the
and
question.
then we're gonna go to the part 2 question, because we got to get to the topic of the day. So
Corey lit today. He got 1 and 2 parts. He done did his homework and everything.
So let's go to part 2 question. Oh Lord, now you got part 3. Let's go to part 2 question from our listeners.
Well, you ain't got the part. What do part 1 with?
Okay. The part 1 was the first question.
Yeah. Why is it that only what is perceived to be negative music, the only music that seems to make it amongst our people? I mean, I was just telling somebody that the other day. We was talking about this same topic. Like, quick answer on that. Like, okay, it's because our people, if that's what you want to call it, as I guess we're going with the hip hop culture, mainly the black culture, the you know what I'm saying, us. Like, because we speak on the stuff that we come from, and even if that ain't it, the facade of that is put out there so much that even the guys that don't come from that want to speak on that, because they think it's cool. They think it's cool to be from this stuff that we talk about. They think it's cool.
Because you think it's cool, is it right?
Now I ain't gonna say that. Now I I ain't gonna say it's right, but I ain't gonna say it's wrong either, because everybody got a story. It's like some days, like I tell, okay, it's just like with a woman. Some days that woman might wake up and she feeling very conservative today. She very classy, and I'm feeling like I want to step out today with my heels on and just something nice and conservative. And whether a dude holler at me or not, that's not my mission, and I don't care about none of that. I'm just doing me. But it's some days that same woman be feeling herself, and ain't nothing wrong with her feeling herself. She like, shoot, I want to drop it today, even if she around her homegirls or something. They ain't causing no harm. Maybe she ain't out there looking for no man or none of that, but that's just the mood she in. Sometimes this music come from moods. You feel what I'm saying? Moods of what walks of real life that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
So
whether we like it or not, it's reality though.
And that's what.
Second question.
Well, let me comment on that. If everybody wants to harp on rap, right? Everybody wants to talk ish about how rap is so violent, this and that. Rock, have you ever seen a heavy metal concert before?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen them bite the head off of?
Yeah, bit in it. No, I'm gonna get even deeper. I'm gonna get even deeper. You got to think about something. Now go on your top 40 stations. I'm being honest with you right now. You listen to the music on these top 40 stations, it's like emotional songs, the songs that you think that like they clean, they understanding songs. But are you listening to some of the messy? People be forgetting music is a message in all music. You hear songs that be like, no disrespect in that now. You hear songs that'll tell you like, I hope when you meet the girl you cheating on, I hope the one you cheating on ends up cheating on you. Like two wrongs don't make a right. Like it'll be a lot of songs that I'm saying, like I'm just being real. Like they harp on relationships, cheating, all this, that, and the third, and these songs that's on, you know what I'm saying, top 40 type channels. But the message is what I'm saying. You just like the melodies, and you thinking because it's a slow song, it's a cool song because Britney Spears did it. But you ain't thinking about the message. She's still delivering a messed up message, is what I'm saying. The message she delivering.
I'm gonna say this. I was just telling Carlos the other day. I used to love, and I still do. I'm gonna be honest with you, my trap music. Right. I mean, I be singing bricks. I don't know nothing about no bricks. But I just love the song.
Come on, man. On top of that, you got movies, right? You got movies where the producers ain't never shot a gun before. They never busted nobody. The writers never did that. The actors never did that. Nobody says anything about a movie depicting real life. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. Other genres can do that.
But
you know what I mean? But we got a bad rap because we're black. So you want to talk shit. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree with you, Carlos, but I think, hold on one second, Blue. But I think what he is actually saying, our guest is saying, not guest, but our commentator is saying is he feels that it's hurting our community. The comment is basically talking about, I feel like it's hurting our community. That's where he's coming from.
To a certain extent, I respect that. I respect when people say that about sometime when hip hop music, like, but at the same time, but also it's like, we know music is an influencer. No matter what genre of music you listening to, we know music is an influencer. So you gotta be
soundtrack.
Exactly. So you got to be a strong-minded person. I feel like if you allowing a song to push you to go kill a nigga, you weak as hate. I can't turn on a song and it make me want to go kill. If I want to kill somebody, I already got that in my mind. This song ain't did it.
You wrong for that.
No, I'm saying me.
Some songs that made me want to have sex.
No, I know this. I ain't saying, but you listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying though. Listen to what I just said. Listen to what I just said. Music is an influencer. It's going to influence you to do things. True story. But you as a grown person, you with your own mind, you still got to decipher through what's okay and what ain't. What the pros and cons, the consequences behind what this song pushing you to do. If a song push you to have sex, that's cool if you doing it the right way with the person that you come on now. Now this song told you. Now the city girls told you to go drop it. go drop it in the club and you called up by 50 people and like, okay, I'm finna go drop it in front. That's a different, that's you doing that.
You're right.
Right,
Look,
right, right.
Come on now.
Look. There ain't no difference
Look, I'm
between
just saying,
there
I'm
ain't no
trying to be
difference. You
business
can't
No,
advice.
you
blame
right.
no.
You right. You right.
You can't blame the music no more than you could blame them candles that you lit and
Thank
think
you.
that was going that made
Thank
you
you.
have sex because the candles you lit made you have sex. Come
Hey,
on, bro.
hey,
It's
hey,
a
hey,
move.
Los,
You're
don't you
setting
got
the
free
move.
will?
You feel
You
me?
got free will. You got free will.
It's
You make your own
inhibition.
decisions at
Just
the
like
end of the day. It don't matter
alcohol,
what you listening to.
drugs, you gonna just like alcohol, drugs, any of them things. They only enhance what you already probably gonna do anyway.
Thank you.
Or
They
want,
all
But
or
I was
wanted
enhance
to
just
do
trying.
it.
I was just trying to make a point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Like
right.
music
You
do
right. You
influence.
right.
Sometimes
But that's the
music make
look,
a
If
but
person
that's
that's
what
the
look
you listen
good.
power.
to all
That's
day.
the power of music, though. That is the power of music, because we gotta
It can make you
understand, like,
cry. It can make you
music
think about
has
certain
power in it.
people.
But you still got that. You gotta learn how to control that emotion. The music might
True.
plant the seed, but you gotta water the emotion. You gotta be the one to control the emotion, how it grow. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You got
Wait,
the
go
music
ahead.
is only if you listen to it all day long to the same thing all day. I can understand that because you kind of programming yourself subliminally.
Right.
But if it's
Right.
every once in a while you get in the car and you listen to something and that made you have
Yeah.
road rage, you
Yeah.
already wanted it. You picked the music for a reason.
Right.
Right.
Then nobody put a gun in
Right.
your head and put the music on. You picked it because that's what you want to hear. You picked it because you want some slow jam. Well,
Right.
R. Kelly pissy behind, and then next thing you pick something that's turned up. You picked
There
it
you go.
because you wanted your mood to get there. You took a drink because you wanted to get there. You took the
There you
drugs
go.
because you wanted to get there. Don't blame
I'm
that.
mad at my
Fix
boss.
yourself.
I'm mad at my boss. I'm finna light
Yeah,
this blunt up, put
yeah.
this yak in my
You gonna
cup,
blame?
turn this
Yeah.
doggone big 30 on.
Okay.
Oh, damn, he got me want to spin. I'm finna
Okay.
pull up on my boss right now. It's over with for
Right.
it. That's
And
how it go.
Right. Right. Well, look, we're gonna have to change it up a little bit.
oh, we got to get back to the subject.
We
All right,
gotta
come
get
on.
to the
Let's go,
question
let's
of
go,
the
let's
day.
go.
To the
Look, we did a
subject.
whole interview
We
for 30
halfway
minutes.
through the show.
Halfway through the show. But we gotta get to it. We gotta
All
get
right.
to it.
What you got, Pam? What you
The
got?
question of
What's
the
the subject?
day, we always
Come
gotta
on.
hit a topic.
It,
Is how much control do you think we need to give our children to make decisions that affect their lives? Are we giving too much control to our kids? Like allowing them to hypothetically say they want to become the opposite sex at the age of 10, 15, or that they whatever decisions that they making, life altering decisions for themselves. Let's talk about
Yes.
it.
Yes, we are definitely. I feel we are. And I'm gonna tell you why. Only reason I say is because I feel like times change. Times
Right.
change. We know times change, but understand this: the morals wasn't supposed to. Times change, not the morals. The morals ain't supposed to change, just the time, dog.
Right.
Like, we understand that we in a internet era and all this. We got the what they call it, the Google babies and all that now. That's understood. I tell kids this all the time. Like, listen, the internet, y'all supposed to be smarter than us. Y'all got so much stuff by the press of a button. You supposed to be smarter than us, but you're not wiser than us. You ain't been through nothing. That Google, that internet can't teach you how to be wise. You gotta live. You gotta go through shit. You gotta experience things to get that. That's why the older folks and the people that's older than you that have lived and seen, that's why we have to listen to them. So I think, yeah, like, we give them a lot too much control, because when they get to a point that they at an age, see, that's what's wrong with us now. We raising kids by ages, and we need to stop doing that. If you know the time changing, you got to raise them by intellect. Once you see your child at an age or showing you signs that they are understanding something, you better go on and tell them what's popping then. Don't wait till he get 12 and 13. If he's 6 and he see what's going on, you better tell him at 6. Because if you don't tell him, he gonna get on this guy right here, and he gonna find out anyway.
Or his homeboy gonna show him.
You know what I'm saying? You want to raise them, and you want this to raise them. That's all I'm saying. The morals ain't supposed to change. The times change, but the morals wasn't supposed to change.
We talk about that all the time. Like, piggybacking off of that a little bit. I've been told, okay, they got internet now. They got technology now. They can talk faster, But here's the thing. It doesn't matter what technology you have. I think we talked about this last episode. You still, as a parent, have control. That
Right.
as soon as you decide that your child has this level of freedom where you can't kick the door in, you
Facts.
lost. You
You lost.
lost. You lost.
Yeah.
You may not lose your child.
Yeah.
Your child may have enough sense to understand, okay, I need to do this and this and that, maybe. But most likely you setting your child up to fail because they don't have something you're programming and what they're gonna do when they're not around you. If they can
Yeah,
do this
I think
right,
a lot of parents nowadays just trying to be more best friends than parents. And they gotta understand they gotta be parents first. Ain't
that's
nothing
right.
wrong with being your child. You could say
Speaking my
like
language.
I don't know. I wouldn't even be playing like that, talking about like I'm my child's bestie and all that. How? You they
You got a
parent.
12,
Y'all ain't
you got
never
a
gonna be on the
12-year-old.
same level.
You're
Right.
a
Never in
Well, you
12-year-old.
life
know what? I'm gonna
will
say this.
y'all be on the same level.
You
Because
got
you
a
can
12-year-old.
forever, as this child growing up, you steady getting older too, and you gotta be schooling for the rest of your life.
That's true.
Y'all ain't never
But
on the same level.
Uh-oh, she
never.
about
But
to
let
get
me tell you what my son told
Blue,
me.
she about to come at you.
No,
I'm
because
with it.
look, I agree you can't be your child's best friend. You know, when they get a certain age, you can be friendly, but you can't be their best friend because you're gonna have to parent all your life. But my son told me this yesterday. He was like, Mama, you're my mom and my best friend. Now, mind you,
I
I don't
respect that.
mind being that for my son if he feel like anything that's going on in his life, come to mama. But
Right,
the first thing he said was, you my mama. He said you my
right,
best friend. He said you
right,
my mama. But
right. And
I
see,
get what you're
and that's
saying.
why I say I respect that, because at the end of the day, with your son feeling like, hey, mama, like if anything, because let me tell you something, my mama the same way. What, like me and my mama smoke a blunt. We would smoke together. My mother, I love her to death.
I can't
Sharon,
do
you
that
on
with
here
mine.
right now. I love you, mama. But listen, but because
My son gonna make me. But I get it.
because she done raised me to understand that the same way your son do, that I love that woman and know I respect her as my mama first. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the friend part, the best part come in because I know it ain't nothing I can't come to her about. It ain't
Right.
nothing I can't
Right.
talk to her about. It ain't
Right.
nothing I can't sit down, right or wrong. I can sit down with that woman and spill my guts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
So I get that.
So
But I'm
so the
still,
thing,
but look, if that woman like, say if I was in a situation and I had to stay with that woman and she said, boy, I don't care how old you is, my door closed at 12. You ain't in here
Right.
at 12, you better get your room. I guess I'm gonna be in her house at 12 or I'm getting the room because I respect mama. That mama first. You feel me?
That's right. That
right.
mama first. That mama first. But I'm gonna ask you another question. If your child came to you and they want to have a major surgery, like they may want to change from a girl to a boy, or
Mm-hmm.
from a boy to a girl,
Right.
would you feel like that is a decision that you will give your child to make
Oh,
because
I
you
see
feel
the
like
deeper
that
question.
is your child?
I see the deeper
Not at
question
all.
here. I see where you're going with this, Miss Pam.
I mean,
Child, not child. Oh
because
no, not at all. Look,
there are
let me tell
certain
you something.
things.
When you get out of my house and you paying your own stuff and you take care of your own bills and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
So,
Yeah.
hey,
so
but you under my roof.
what if your girl want to wear boy clothes, or your girl want to wear, or your boy want to wear girl clothes? Like they want to pick their own clothes out. Let's go just that small.
Now girls, I mean, sometimes girls do that anyway, that tomboy thing. But like, I pick up on it now if she just every day with it. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be like, hold up. But no,
Yeah.
I ain't doing that either. I told you the morals don't change. I'm not having none of that. I'm old fashioned. When you get up out of mine, you make your own decisions. Then I respect and I'ma love you. I'm not gonna not love you because you chose I got, no
Right.
disrespect to the gay community. I got
Right.
gay folks in my family. I understand that's
Right.
y'all. I ain't picking and choosing or none of that. But if you my seed, you gonna rock how you rocking under my roof till you get out of it. Period.
Right.
Ain't no in
Okay.
between. Ain't no in between in that. Ain't no in between in that. Nah.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, we give our children this. It's the problem is that we try to hit the brakes way too late. Like, you ever been in a car and like, okay, you say I'm gonna wait, and get up on that, and then it's too late and everybody stopped and you trying to stop on breaks. That's how these parents is. They wait until the child is well developed, and I keep telling y'all got to look at early childhood development. If you're a parent, you need to go read early childhood development books. I don't care which one, just get a couple of them so you'll understand the phases and what you're dealing with. You're training a human being, bro. Like, you're training a human being more than a psychologist, because they come back later and they try to fix stuff. But you're forming the baseline subconscious, dirty or good or whatever thoughts that this person, girl or boy, is going to have. You're training them. You're responsible for forming how they think, and you plan.
So
you weak with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Because when they young, they mind, you know, when kids young like that, they sponges. You know that, like what they say, when a kid is little, like coming out of y'all wombs and stuff like that, when they young like that, that's when a kid, you could teach a kid Spanish and everything right then, and they would almost
like
accept
10 languages,
like it's nothing. Way quicker than they would when you trying to teach them when they grow up, because they sponges. They absorb, like you said, they absorb, and you teaching this child, it's okay. Go ahead.
In small ways,
I ain't tripping. Okay. Make your decision.
Let's go here to this question. How important is music to a young child? The rap music today, and how it affects a young child.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that real quick.
Grown-up men.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that. How important is it to keep a pedophile from your child when they're when your daughter's 6 years old, versus worrying about a pedophile at the age of 21? What's the difference? What's the difference if you don't understand what I'm getting at? Let me give you. But listen, look, bro.
I think that's very important.
Pamela Hall, listen.
Keeping them away.
Listen.
I asked a question.
Okay, I'm trying to answer the question. So
I got it.
So check it out. So how important is it to keep alcohol away from a 7-year-old?
Right.
Versus when they're older. How important is it when they're, the point I'm making for y'all, slow people, the point I'm making is that when they're young, it's way more important to filter what's coming in, because I told y'all by the age of 7, they're only software. They're being coded. By the age of 7, they start switching over to hardwire. And once it goes to hardwire, it's like changing the motherboard on the computer. The program is already there. You dig? It's done. I don't care what kind of programs you put on your phone. It might interfere, but the baseline programs is always going to be there.
I mean, but I'm just saying.
Look, basically it's like this.
Music, they play the rap music that has all the cussing and all this, and they dancing and all that in front of their kids, and they're playing that music, and the kids listen to that same music. But go ahead, Blue. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. I mean, at the end of the day, though. Come on, man. I said it early. It's like you gotta try. That's all you can do, man. And you gotta be real about that. Like, you can filter. You only gonna filter so much. And I'm not saying, okay, well, that's a lost cause and you give up hope because of that. No, it's just like he was saying in this world. It's certain things, man. I don't care what you doing as a parent. You could be doing it all the way right across the board. You're not gonna turn that off. It ain't gonna filter everything out, because you doing everything right, or you don't want your kid to hear, or you don't want your kid to see. It ain't no such thing. They're gonna hear, they're gonna see if they are part of, you know what I'm saying, if they are part of this world. So at the end of the day, you just gotta try to deal with them as their intellect is. Like I said, you have to deal with them as their intellect. As a parent, okay, well, I might not want them to hear this right now. They always got clean versions of songs. Play the clean version. If you just got to hear it in front of them, YouTube the clean version. Right. You feel me? Until, like he said, until they get to that point where they understand, like, these are cuss words. You feel me? I don't supposed to be saying these. I could rap this song or say this, and I know I got to stop saying it when they get to that part or whatever, when they get to that level of respect and they get it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Up until then, all you could do is try. You just got to try.
Yeah. It's all about trying.
Y'all feel as that
we don't get no book. We don't get no book on this, man. I be trying. Hey, look, I salute all the parents. I salute all the parents and the people that got kids, man. Especially y'all entertainment people that's doing podcasts, all this stuff. When you got kids, man, because a lot of this stuff be touchy. A lot of this stuff is stuff people don't understand how you fathom it in your lifestyle with kids and all that. You know what I'm saying? And this is the truth. Like, you don't get no book for this. No parents get books on how to be a parent. And even if they did, somebody human wrote it. They ain't perfect. So at the end of the day, come on, man. You was a kid before. That's what I tell people. You were a kid. Everybody say, if I could start over, if I could start over, if I could start over. You had a kid. That's you starting over. So all that talk about us doing it right, if we could do it all over again, do it right then.
Yeah.
That's you doing it all over again, right there.
Just do it. See, the problem is that people think that they have little control these days. Like, parents really feel, because there's so much entertainment that is geared toward their children that's so easily accessible. But here's the thing: if you do your due diligence, if you really, really try, you can filter a lot of stuff out. But the problem is these parents is they weak. Yeah, I said it. You being weak, you're being lazy. You're not trying hard enough. You're not kicking in doors. You're not taking the phone and seeing what they're doing. You're not looking at what they're doing. What's the setting?
Once upon a time, that's what I said about the morals. Once upon a time, this was all system go. Now parents feeling like kids gotta have privacy in their house. How you got privacy in my house? You don't pay no bills. It's my house.
Exactly. You rent.
You got privacy. If I want to walk in any room you in this junk, I'm coming in. Oh, my daughter in the bathroom or something like that, I respect that. Come on, we ain't gonna be stupid. We ain't being dumb. But at the end of the day, you come up in here, you bring your book bag home from school. I might just feel like looking through it today.
And you should.
It's my house. I paid for the book bag. Come on, man.
That's a responsible parent.
Exactly. Like, the morals don't supposed to change, because see, them the parents that had their kid with a whole gun and drugs in the house and they never knew it because they never cared to know.
And be on
you
the
too
news,
busy worrying about what you doing. You can't slow down and see what they do.
Right. And you be on the news. Problem. I didn't raise them like that. No, you didn't raise them because you weren't intrusive enough. And I mean that. All this, they need privacy. Okay, it's a certain amount of privacy, like you said, that makes sense.
Come on, man.
But you can knock on that door and say, hey, I'm coming in, and then come in. You did what I'm saying. And if they know, see, this is the thing. It don't matter how much rap music and all this stuff that's bombarded with them, and their friends let them see a little porno stuff when they in elementary school, and they little homeboy got an iPhone, right? That little homeboy got an iPhone, and they show them a little something. It don't matter, because what you train them to feel, they're gonna say, "Ooh, wait a minute! Oh, we ain't." They're gonna have some sort of remorse.
Thank you.
About the situation, and that's all you need.
It's just like what the Lord said. I ain't trying to get spiritual, but it's just like what the Lord said, man. Plant the seed, dog. If you plant the seed, that's why I say just try. Trying is planting the seed. You gotta, if you care about them, plant the seed. You know you ain't gonna be around them 24 hours a day, but if you plant the seed, it can grow into something. And once the peer pressure, as they say, come along, you'll be surprised that your kid be the one that be like, nah, I'm good, bro. Like, I'm straight from that. I ain't gotta drink with y'all. Like, I know who I am. I ain't gotta drink to feel like I'm with y'all. You feel me?
Be that nigga to get out the car. You know what I'm saying? It be that one.
That's how I teach mine.
You know what I'm saying? Be that girl, be like, no, I ain't doing all that. Just to be the good, decide to be the Pam Hall of the group, and don't want to drink, don't want to smoke, don't want to have no fun, no nothing. You know,
hey, I be wanting my kid to be as square as hell. I tell them all the time, y'all daddy did all that street shit for y'all. Y'all want to know anything about it, I'll sit down and talk to you about it. Y'all ain't got to do none of that. I want y'all to be square as hell. Damn real. Carlton, what that boy name? Carlton Banks. Like all day long. I don't give a fuck. Hey, one thing, long my boys know how to throw these, they good. I want all day long. Carlton Banks. Y'all ain't out there doing none of that them boys doing. Like, that's right. Yeah, that's just some shit y'all listen to your rappers do.
Listen to Corey talking about leave Pam alone. Hey, we ain't messing with her, man. She just on the wrong side of the tracks. All right. We trying to get on track. That's all. That's it.
Let me ask you a question. You know, we're talking about how parents or how much freedom you give your kid. You know, as a parent, how much would you take up for your child with the decisions that they make?
I mean, I'm gonna stand by my kid now. At the end of the day,
So
you know
your
what I'm saying?
child going fight somebody
I'm saying, no,
and
I'm
wrong.
saying, I'm gonna stand by them no matter what. But if they wrong, they wrong. I love them, and I teach them that way because I want them to understand that to be that way in life. Let your yeses be yeses, your no's be no. You feel what I'm
Okay.
saying? You ain't
Okay.
got to be out here capping and lying to get, you know what I'm saying? And none of that stuff. Like if you fucked up, stand on it.
Right,
Because that's the
right,
only
right.
way you gonna fix it. That's the only way you gonna fix it. You feel what I'm saying? Now I stand with you the whole way. If I know you gonna be 100, you know what I'm saying? I know you stood up, you came at me the real, you told me you messed up, and we gonna go handle this. You feel what I'm saying? Straight up. I'm gonna
Right.
stand with you the whole way, all through your pain and trials and tribulation, the whole nine, because that's what you're supposed to do. But
Right.
don't have me out here looking stupid and lying to me and all this, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like you gonna face that fire, you gotta face it anyway. You can't you gotta teach your kids that. Like you ain't running from it. You ain't running
Right.
from nothing. You
So
ain't running from nothing.
how
It's
much,
gonna knock on your door again.
right. So how much would you take up for them? Like if you know that they did something that's wrong and illegal, how much would you take up for them? Would you hide them? How much is too much? Because I feel like we oftentimes, and we talked about this before on the show, but I feel like it's going together. Like as a parent, we're giving our kids too much room to make these decisions, and then when they make bad decisions, we're trying to cover it up. Where do we go from that
I'm
point?
like that. Like my boy Corey said, I'm gonna ride with mine to the depth. But
Well,
I
he
ain't gonna
said,
let you
let's put that up for there. If they're in the right.
hold up.
Yeah, you gotta take that.
All right, I'm back.
Take that
I'm
break.
back now. Like I said, I'm gonna ride with mine to the death. I ain't gonna lie.
If they're in the right, or if they're in the wrong. They're wrong or right.
If they in the right, like I ain't gonna lie. I ain't finna lie to you. If my son robbed the bank and he came to me and he had all the money, I'm probably gonna be like, boy, you should have did that. I ain't gonna say I'm finna call them folks on him and turn him in myself. You feel what I'm saying?
They got to do their own job.
Yeah, they gonna have to do their job.
Wrong.
You feel me? They gonna have to do their job.
Okay.
Now it's a difference if my kid come to me and tell me, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, but I'm gonna tell them the truth too. I'm gonna tell them, like, you need to do what you need to do so your life ain't gonna get fucked up. Right. This shit right here, you know what I'm saying? You need to do what you need to do. I gotta tell my kid the truth, but I ain't finna do their job for them. No, hell no, never that. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell my kid like the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't run forever.
No,
You know like all that type shit. All that type shit. Like
I think a lot of parents, I think a lot of parents, including Pam, when they actually in a situation, well, I mean, you ain't been in a situation where your son has murdered somebody or did a drive-by or robbed the bank or something. So you don't know what you're gonna do until you. But most parents, and the type of parent that I got a Pam, I got a feeling you're gonna be more of what he's talking about, and that's okay. Try to talk him into getting the situation settled. You feel what I'm saying? Getting the shit down to where they can, where they either turn themselves in and handle it or something. You're gonna be talking to them more than turning them in.
I would say this: if he rob a bank and he ain't get caught, depends how much money he done got.
See, there you go. You know what? There you go.
We're going to Hawaii, like Sanford and Son.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. I ain't saying like when I'm having this talk with my son and we ain't gonna be on the Virgin Islands having the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be telling you.
You're like, hey, yeah, bring me that coconut. Yeah,
you know, like, we gonna have this conversation. Like, damn, I'm gonna tell him the right thing.
Right? You know, we gotta handle this when we get back.
Right. Soon as we get back, now you might want to handle it. Hey, pass me another my time. But yeah,
do your little thing real quick. Look, have a little fun, and you know, because they already own you. So you know, that's
they own you. Yeah, but they own you. Let's, you know, I'm gonna ball out with you. You feel me tonight?
I'm gonna do you that favor.
Carlos, that building fund. Oh Lord, I ain't even worried about the building fund.
Oh shit!
We
got this.
Well,
Man.
yeah, yeah, but
These are
I
just
was gonna say,
folks.
pass me another Mai Tai. Yes, yes, but
Yeah. But son, you know you was wrong as hell, son.
you know you wrong as hell. Boy, this some good weed. Where you get this from?
What
You
you
know
get
you
this?
wrong though.
You know you're wrong for that. We're gonna have to work it out when you get back. You gotta settle that.
Oh
Can't run
Lord.
forever.
Well, y'all, I want to say this conversation has been really good. I mean, I know it's gonna take us a while anyway. It's our show.
We
We
got some scare.
almost
Hey,
there.
I want to say something before you go there because I know you're about to wrap it
Okay.
up. But I want to say something, y'all, all y'all scared people out there. What's up? I noticed some people watching. Y'all don't want to comment or nothing, man. Y'all gotta show us a little love. You know what I mean? Don't
Right.
let
The
don't
only
let Corey
person that
don't
ain't
let
scared to
Corey be
comment
the
is
only
Corey.
one.
So,
Appreciate it, Corey. By the way, you always hold it down. So that's what's up.
Right. Blue, did you share this? Did you share it to your page?
nah, I never got the
I told you
nothing
to
for
go
that.
to my. I told you to go to my.
Look, it's all good because if it's on your junk, then I'm gonna just go when we done. I'm gonna go just share it
And share
crazy.
it.
Don't worry.
All
Yeah,
right.
I
Well,
got
we like
you.
for people to see it live too, though.
Right.
But
Yeah,
We'll
I
send
y'all,
it.
know,
We'll
I
send it
know.
to you, and then you just go ahead and pop it in. That'll make it a little easier because we
yeah.
Okay.
want everybody, all the supporters, everybody,
Yeah,
Right.
facts. I want
make
everybody
this
to
thing.
see it.
Make this thing. All right. Popping.
Okay. Well, y'all, I just want to say this to all the viewers out there. If you have not went and donated to my GoFundMe, go ahead on and do that. I do have a GoFundMe for my building. I am selling tickets. Yeah, I'm promoting everywhere. I normally don't promote my business really on perspective, but because I have less than a month to raise this money, I would like to have your support.
Support your
You can
black
buy
businesses, y'all.
Support the black business. I'm trying to do 300 customers a day, 500 tickets a week. I'm
Yep.
selling meal tickets, only $100. You get $120 to use for the whole month of July.
The whole month. Don't
And
be
you can
cheap.
go to my GoFundMe page. And I'm sorry, Carlos.
No, I'm telling them not to be cheap, man. Y'all gonna spend that anyway. Let's go ahead and
So,
help Miss Pam get this restaurant straight. You see what I'm saying? Y'all
right,
love it. Y'all know
exactly.
y'all love it. If you do love it, support black businesses. Let's get our Black Wall Street popping again. Stop playing.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. All right. Corey said he's still waiting on his information for the ticket. Corey, I inbox you that.
Yep.
I didn't post it up here, but I will inbox you that. I want you to Blue, I guess I want him to tell us about the information that you see on the screen. I got two your telephone number and all of that other stuff. Tell us about that before we give our last comment.
Yeah, that number on there is for any artist that's looking for motion. Any I don't care what you do, sing, rap. Hey, you a producer, anything that's going on, you got a budget, you need to get at me. I'm the guy right now. I could put you in great positions. I could put you on great platforms. I could put you in I can get you the motion. I could put you in that position right now where the eyes that you need to see you can see you.
Let
So
me
that's
ask you
why I
this,
put that.
Blue, real quick.
Yes,
How
sir.
are you as far as songwriters? What are you looking for songwriters to basically kind of add to your repertoire and artists up under you, or is that something that you're doing right now?
Yeah, we can do all that. If the business made sense, let's talk. You feel me? I'm with that. If the business made sense, let's talk it. I'm not saying no. I'm not too much in position to say no to nothing that we can make happen. You feel me?
Right.
So like, if it makes sense, let's make it happen.
So do you
So
charge? Do you are you teaching producing, or that's something you don't teach?
no, but we a whole machine. We got guys that will. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said come through me. It's nothing I'm not. We got a one-stop shop. It is nothing
Mm-hmm.
that I cannot put you in front of that's gonna make it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? That, like, period. If you can afford the services, I can put you right there. And it's like it's industry stuff. Like people, like a lot of artists and everybody that's in this, that's producers, beat makers, everybody, models, all this. Like our circle is like 1017, AE, Atlantic Records, Columbia Records, QC, Badass ENT, Free Bands ENT. That's our circle.
Right.
Right.
That's like Atlanta.
Right.
Right.
So I ain't really got it. Come on.
You
You know
got
what
to
I'm
pay to
saying?
play. Hey, you got to pay to
Come on,
play.
man. That's all I'm saying. Come on. We ain't, let's stop BSing and let's do something. That's all I'm
So
saying.
you do you have a
The
guarantee
guy,
with a contract what you can serve, what you can provide, and is it with a contract and a guarantee, or is it just like, hey, you pay this money and there's no
nah,
like real
what
guarantee?
the stuff that we provide, we're a management company, so we're guaranteeing our stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like we look like the artists that don't have like certain numbers and stuff like that. Like we're gonna give them the things that they're missing that these type of guys are looking for. Some of these artists think they know what these labels and stuff looking for, and they be
Right.
way off. They be way off. Like I had to learn. They be way off.
Right.
It's like even with our consultation, I had to do like, man, why I gotta pay? They come into a consultation, sit down for a guy to tell me. I said, because you finna get $1 million worth of game. When you come in that
Right.
consultation,
Right.
you finna get three. You
Gotta
finna
play.
pay for 3 steps that the industry definitely want from you as an individual. And
That's
they don't tell you this. They try to put it in a big book and make you pay $1,000 for. No, it's 3 steps that can get you that big eye that you want on ASAP.
Yeah, a lot of guys think that they can skip steps. I'm gonna tell you, hold up. Every millionaire story that because I like to look at how people make millions, right? I like to watch that type of stuff and think of the mindset. And every last one of these people say you have to have a mentor and you have to pay for training, and you can't half step that. You cannot half step getting the right. I wasted 20 years learning not learning programs, playing with programs, not getting the manual, not getting the trainer, not getting no real expertise on it. And then I wait 20 years later, and some little kid on a 12-year-old kid on YouTube it's giving me all the game that I'm like, I wasted a lot of time, and he done caught up just by watching YouTube, get some information from somebody learning how to do it the right way. If that make any sense? You skip a lot of steps by going to the pro and paying for the information.
Yeah.
So Corey
I mean,
is basically
like
saying bull
everybody
to the
say,
money.
in
He's
this
saying bull,
world,
you ain't got to pay nobody.
nah, basically, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
You ain't got to pay
See,
nobody if you want to stay on the same level. Yeah. If you
yeah.
but even
And that's my
even $1
thing.
million.
I'm trying to help these artists get on another level. I'm trying to help people get on another level. Like they gotta understand. So like I'm an artist. So why wouldn't I want to be for the artist? Like that's why I said like I got put in a position to help. Like my artistry is
I'm
different.
wrong. What you saying bull to then? But go ahead.
Yeah, what's wrong, Corey? I want to know what he talking about.
He think that you ain't supposed to pay for information. No, you don't. You can spend years and years trudging through making mistakes that other people have made, or you can leapfrog and get their information about how they overcome those and then catapult yourself to the next step. That's what I'm saying. You have to get
Corey say no,
information.
you right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Okay.
I mean, I tell artists that all the time. You can't skip steps. Ain't no skipping in this business, man. You
No.
really can't.
Learn your craft.
Everybody done tried. Like I tell people, that diamond in the rough shit, that comes every blue moon for real, dog.
That's
Like, and
old
then
school
you
for
find
real.
out, dog, and then you been done found out sometime, like, oh, that nigga really so-and-so cousin. Stuff like that. Like, I ain't lying, be real now. Like that diamond in the rough shit, them be stories sometimes. That shit come every blue moon, man. I'm talking about you really gotta pay to play. That's just what it is in this bit.
Pay to play.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta pay to play.
Yeah. Look at LeBron. I'm gonna say this real quick, and I know you about to wrap it up, Pam.
Yep.
Look at LeBron. I watched some footage of LeBron training before a game. He's got trainers. He's got coaches. He's got people. This is one of the highest level athletes you can get to in the game of basketball, and he's getting trained. He's spending money on people training him. So you don't think you're broke behind needing training on your whatever, your videography, on your painting, on your clothing design, modeling? Your natural talent can only take you so far. I'm a genius when it comes to music, but it took me 20 years to learn one program that could have took me a week to learn if I'd have just studied. And that's real talk. That's a testimony. I tell my son the same thing. Don't waste your time.
Right.
Fact.
I almost want to cry.
Well.
Before you go. The other stuff I had on there, that at Cream Man CEO that's on there. I wanted everybody to follow him. That's an artist that I put on, you know, with me. I built from scratch. Like he just came at me and was like, I want to rap, Blue. You know what I'm saying? So we was like, okay, bet. I just want everybody to follow because he's doing it the right way. He came through the consultation.
Right.
I got him in there. He got a budget. He get music written for him. He ain't ashamed to say none of this. He wants everybody to see him come from the bottom up with it. And I respect that.
Everybody get music written for them. Stop playing with
even
me
if
on
you
that.
get if you get a hook.
Yeah,
written for
yes.
You're getting music.
But everybody, they gotta stop thinking that all rappers write all their music because they don't. They don't write everything. They don't produce everything. Stop
not
it.
at all. Not at all. So y'all follow him. Definitely follow him. Shout out to the whole Drop Zone team. That's my team that, you know, as an artist that I got involved with, signed with in Augusta, Drop Zone, Tony Soup, Thomas, they call it Soup. Yeah, like took that whole situation to a whole another level, and just like we just constantly going up, man. Like I said, shout out to Ugly Money Nietzsche. Some of y'all know him as P Nice in Augusta. You know what I'm saying? He Nietzsche now. Like he went to Atlanta and got made things happen.
Oh, he doing a ludicrous move.
Yeah, he did it. He did it the right way. You feel me? He did it the right way.
Move. Okay, I feel.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. And so what is he doing right now? Is he rapping?
Nah, just running the whole management label. Like we just running, like we got an artist named China Monet. She just hit 1 million views, one song. Just hit 1 million views. We got labels already talking about her. We just turned down $500,000 almost deal, something like that crazy. But we turned one down because we know we finna get something bigger for her, you feel me? Shout out to Street Baby Zay. That's our other artist we just signed. We call him our little Fujiano. He finna go crazy though. Like he already getting paid shows, already got paid features, and he ain't even been signed 4 months. Already getting it. So yeah, making some things happen. Like I said, we coming. Like Atlanta respect it. We got our foot out there, like for real. Like, and it feel good to know that. Like I pull up in the A now for a whole nother reason. I got an office now, so it's different.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, you know, I really honestly wish you nothing but the best. You know, I always felt like you were one of those guys that were humble, you worked hard, and you knew what you wanted to do. And you wasn't ashamed that you have a family and you was proud of your family. You know, some guys try to hide that. That was never you. And I really just, I just seen greatness in you, you know what I'm saying? So I really wish you the best. And I really appreciate you coming on and being a part of, the conversation.
Blessing us with that, for real.
Appreciate y'all. No, I appreciate y'all for real, because like it was a quick reach out, and I was like she said, it was a quick reach out. It was like, hey, and I was with it though. I was like, yeah, because I mean, you know, these are times where you got to step up, like in people like me in these positions. You gotta tell the story. You gotta reach back out to people. You gotta show your appreciations, and sometimes people just want to see where your mind frame at with things too. And I like to elaborate on stuff. So I appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity for real. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up real quick and give us your last perspective of the question of the day. Anything you want people to know. We're gonna let you go first, Carlos, and then I end it up.
All right, what you got, Blue? Last words. Yeah.
Your last
words
pertaining to the topic.
Words. That pertaining to the topic.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, when it comes to the kids, just realistically, at the end of the day, like I said, we don't get no book for this. So just raise them by their intellect, man. If you really just stay with that intellect and keep your morals like in them old-fashioned mindsets, you a parent before anything. Be a parent first. You feel me? Be a parent before you be a friend. Be a parent before you be a bestie. Be a parent before you be any other title that you and your kid claiming, gang, whatever y'all doing. Be a parent first.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I want to piggyback on that. It's okay to be your child's best friend. I'm all for that. That's actually very healthy. but they need to go through the chain of command. They need to know that, okay, first and foremost, like K-Ron said, you my mama. And second, you my bestie. That's cool. I'm down for that. But if they don't get the first part right, they don't migrate. They don't elevate to the next step. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to go back to what I normally say every episode. You have to whip that ass.
Yeah.
Right. And so
What you
I
got,
guess
Pam?
my,
What you got,
my
Pam?
last words is, I always say we're stronger together. I think we're stronger together. I think it's okay for us all to parent together. Like, we have to stop allowing children to make life altering decisions that will affect them for the rest of their lives. We have to be their parent. We have to tell them that what is cool is not always right. You know what I'm saying? And what is right is not always cool. So it's okay to be different. It's okay to embrace what is right. And I like what Blue Marley said when he said, you cannot lose the morals. Those are still there. Those are still there. Life may change, but the morals and the respect that we have for each other should always stay the same. And saying that, thank you for watching Perspective. And I hope you have a great and wonderful day. We love you all.
Thank you.